Face.
is her most prominent feature? On her face.
On her face. That's a very good question.
Well, probably her mouth.
There you go.
All right, now you're very close there. You're very close. Now, let's describe the parts of the mouth that you can see when you look at someone. Obviously, you couldn't, see her tonsils. You probably couldn't see her tongue.
You could probably see her teeth.
What else could you see?
Her lips.
Okay, now.
Bingo.
Now we're ready to play double password. Hold on a second, Rob.
Rob, more therapy.
Rob, please make sure this lady knows.
Takes it from here.
Ma'am.
Rob, he has to go dig a hole, put his head in the hole to tell her. Here he comes. Very sexually clumsy Rob Spiewak.
That's great.
So did you get that?
I got it.
And do you think you have them?
Probably.
Probably.
Oh, I feel sorry for you.
Not sorry.
Sorry about that.
Because if you didn't know, that probably means
Yeah.
you don't have them.
Time to get a collagen injection.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Like, what's her name? Like Goldie Hawn in the First Wives Club.
Oh, that's
There you
the
go.
best.
How about Lisa Rena
Lisa Rena?
Huh?
on Melrose Place?
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, right, yeah.
I remember in Barbara Hershey. Is that her name? Barbara
Yeah,
Hershey in the
right.
movie Beaches? Beaches.
Beaches.
Barbara Hershey Highway. Yeah, she had some big lips. How are your chap lips, Rob?
Oh, beautiful. But
Doing
not
better today?
DSLs.
They're not DSLs, he says. Thank goodness.
That's for sure.
Hello.
Hello.
Don and Mike Show.
Hey, you guys. I just wanted to call to tell you how much I love you guys. And in today's society, you're just never going to run out of material.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thanks.
It's a very nice compliment.
Yeah, it's great.
Do you have DSLs?
That you do.
Sometimes I do, yes.
Ah.
No, that's either an all the time or none of the time thing.
It's an all or nothing.
Okay, I'll go with all the time. I love my husband.
Oh, very nice. Ah, that's nice. Look at that. You got some nice applause from the boys. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Radio Gods.
Hi there.
I was wondering if you guys heard last week a friend of mine was telling me that a local Honda dealership was using Mr. Clean as their spokesman.
It's not a local Honda dealership. It's a national campaign.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. I'm sorry.
All right, Mr. Clean.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to buy me a Honda now.
Get some free jelly.
Yeah.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Did you say who some of the judges were last night on the Miss America pageant?
Did you, Mike? I didn't see it.
I did, but they were kind of nobodies. It was hard to keep track.
They're always like borderline celebrities. Like the biggest celebrity you might see, something like it would be like Jack Hay.
Yeah, it was that kind of thing where there was a
Right.
model, and then there were several. There were Christoph, the hairdresser,
George
Nancy
Plimpton.
Oh, Nancy Kerrigan. That's right.
And Russell Simmons,
Oh, you mean the Def Comedy Jam?
comedy jam guy.
Oh,
And he had his head at that special way, and was kind of he was kind of giving that camera a lot of attitude when they showed him, because they had a moving shot of all the judges too, like taken in location. They didn't just scan down in front.
Oh, boy.
They were just jiving it up.
all kinds of production values.
Oh, absolutely.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. Is this Don and Mike?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see the lady who they asked what historical figure she most reminded herself of?
No, I didn't see that one.
It sounds to me.
She answered the Garden of Eden. Because it's kind of mystical, and I'm kind of mystical.
Such idiots.
Wow.
You missed that one, huh?
I missed that one. That's
Oh, it was hilarious.
Sounds to me like a lot of you girls, no offense, Mike, but a lot of you girls watched that show last night.
I watch it with my wife, and we watch it seriously because we know there's going to be a lot of comedy in there. And as far as the attraction of the ladies, that they have that look where they're just like plastic women. They look like Barbies and stuff like
Anita
that.
Bryant, man.
Yeah, they have that, which turns me off. I don't like that, but they say such stupid things.
And
Hello?
women make up most of the audience for that show.
Don and Mike Show.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Hey, we're doing great.
Long answers to you, boys.
Right on, my friend.
Hey, I want to give you all a little tell you all about the Bueno Arbusto, put a little spin on it and say, Yo quiero Arbusto.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Pedro. Hello.
Don and Mike.
Yeah.
AW.
I got a question for you.
What?
The sloppy eggs routine. What is that from a movie or what is that from?
Please, I am so tired of talking about stuff that's already happened on the show. What does it matter? Is it a tape you enjoy listening to? If we took time to explain everything, the show would never move forward.
He's right.
Why the constant questions? What does it matter if you know where the tape came from? Damn you!
You just came along at the wrong time, sir, and you had to be made an example of.
Yeah.
AW. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello?
Those logistical questions slow the program down.
Yep.
Hello. Hi there.
Hi.
Please, come on.
Is this a tape?
Yeah, this is a tape.
Okay, I want to make a comment about how all the women seem kind of angry that the Miss USA, the ditziest girl won. I just want to make a comment how all the guys, I think, are happy that the dumbest, hottest girl won.
All right. Do you got anything else to say to the tape? Hello?
We're recording. If you've got anything else to say, we can edit it together.
Oh, okay, fabulous. No, that's about it.
Would that be it? Okay, and you'll hear this back on Dynamite's comment line.
That's right. The AW comment line. And we're opening our new restaurant really soon, AW Comments. It's right next to TGI Fridays.
You know, I don't know what the station is, but there is some stupid station in town here where they do that. Like, they turn on an answering machine.
Right.
And all the people call during the show, and they say, I heard when you were talking about doilies, and I think that the nicest doilies are found in Montgomery County, Maryland. Beep.
We asked you, and you told us, and we thank you for commenting.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Claudia. I'm on my way home from Shirley Highway, and you guys are a riot.
Hey, listen, I want everybody to know one thing. No matter how much I bitch about these calls, I love taking your phone calls.
Absolutely.
I love it. Look, we haven't done any commercials yet. We've had almost an hour of commercial-free talk here. I love taking calls.
Even from the AWs.
Yeah. Yeah. Most of them.
That's right.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I just had a comment, and I didn't know if it was me or not, but when I watched the Miss America Beauty Contest, it seems like a lot of the women all have extremely large teeth. Is it my imagination?
No, no, ma'am. I also surmise that they have big mouths. They have big Mary Tyler Moore-like mouths.
Well, I know that.
Big-ass teeth. Thin lips. Bouffant hairdos.
And now artificial breasts.
Yes.
Large. I don't know which one it might have been Miss Missouri. I seem to keep going back to her. But Miss Missouri, they got a profile shot of Miss Missouri, and it really looked like you could have landed an F-15 on there.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Missouri's the show me state.
Hello. Hello.
AW.
Last call. Hello.
Yes, Don Wichita. Dr. Homo loves to AW.
Oh, he loves to AW, all right. Hello.
Most men probably do.
It's part of his regular exam. Hello. He always cleans you up when he's done. Dr. Homo. Hello.
Thank you, Dr. Homo. He's so
Hello.
decent.
Hello. I'm clean.
Clean.
Clean and decent. So that's it. Toss my schedule, and I will see you back in 30 days.
Thank you, Dr. Homo.
This is Dr. Homo. Oh. Hello.
Great exam.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hello, Don.
Hello.
I was wondering, what type of razor do you suggest since you're Dr. Homo?
Pardon me, sir?
What type of razor do you suggest? Since my boyfriend, Brad Chagarup, he doesn't like much bush.
I didn't even understand what this
He's
guy was
asking
saying.
for a razor recommendation,
Right.
like what type of shaving device Dr. Homo
The
would
Gillette
recommend.
Daisy.
Oh, thank you, super.
It is super. Thank you. All right, didn't understand the question. Sure. I couldn't properly process it here on the Dr. Homo show.
Dr. Homo endorses the Gillette Daisy.
And now we'll take call 100 at 1-800-636-1067. Yeah, this is for the rent or mortgage giveaway.
Yeah.
Give you a prize mainly out of plastic and qualify to have your rent or mortgage paid for a whole month up to $2,000. You heard about this. Call 100 right now, and good luck to you.
This is the Dawn and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
Check it out. Look at, I'm in really bad shape. Come on, please,
Bob,
please.
Bob.
Give me. I need.
Bob.
Give me, please.
All right. All right, it's 2 o'clock. Go to the bus station, buy yourself a ticket home, and then wait for me in that coffee shop.
You'll meet me?
I'll call you in 2 hours.
Oh, my God, you're the greatest.
Take the time to sample their delicious asses. Don and Mike.
Thanks, Dude Walker. Don Geronimo, Mike O'Mara right here. We do the show from WJFK in Washington, D.C. You're listening to us on satellite there. Westwood 1 in Minneapolis on 63 WDGY. About Spokane, Washington, Hot Talk, KJRB. And in Williamsport, Pennsylvania on Twin W News Radio. WPA.
I love a lot of W's.
You can never get enough W's.
W, and so many announcers today still call it W.
That's why I love the web. W dot. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Bueno Busto, my friend.
Hey, hi, who is this?
This is...
I was sitting with my father-in-law on Saturday afternoon. This was an awkward moment, a real awkward moment that maybe other guys can relate to.
Okay.
Because when I'm with my father-in-law, we talk about Bart.
Right.
We talk about my job. We talk about Frida, of course.
Right.
And then we pretty much talk about sports.
Yeah.
That's good male bonding. That's
topic
father-in-law stuff.
We get along real good together.
Yeah.
So Saturday afternoon, I'm sitting down at his house, and I would say, hey, what are you doing, Pop? He says, I'm watching TV. Now, normally he's watching golf or baseball or something. He's watching a movie.
Right.
He says, I'm watching this movie. What's the title of it? The title of the movie, it was nothing dirty. It's Up Close and Personal.
Okay.
That awful movie with Robert Redford and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's
the
right.
one where they put Vaseline on the lens when he was in the scene so he wouldn't appear to be so cragged out.
Yeah, she's a reporter, a news reporter. He's an editor, and they get together.
Right. It's awful. It's bad. It's like worse than Melrose Place. It's really a bad movie.
Very bad.
But he's watching it, okay? And we're talking. And he's kind of half watching the movie. And every once in a while he'll say to me, what's happened here? And I'm explaining to him, well, she's, been fired from her job, and she got hired as a reporter, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And in the middle of all this, we're talking about baseball. Okay, he's a big Orioles fan.
Right.
And the conversation suddenly stopped when about three-quarters of the way through the movie, Celine Dion, who is, like nails on a chalkboard to me, she starts singing the theme song, and what it is now, it's a big montage of Robert Redford in bed with Michelle Pfeiffer.
The big love scene, the big love-making scene.
Right now, because the movie is PG, they don't show anything, but,
They show enough.
he's on top of her in bed, and
You're seeing their backs and stuff.
You see his butt going up and down, and, it's the thing where she's laying on the bed like this. She has her arms up like this, and he comes up and he starts to undress her. When this happens, I'm talking to my father-in-law going, yeah, but, I don't really follow baseball that much. And all of a sudden, we both stop talking. We stop talking. Now, we're watching this, and she's singing the stupid Celine Dion song.
Sure.
As Robert Redford is undressing Michelle Pfeiffer.
Now, is there any frontal nudity at all in this? A little bit, maybe?
There was perhaps just
the curve of a breast.
Just a moment.
It wouldn't matter,
And
really.
The awkwardness went on and on.
Silence. Sure.
Because I didn't say to my father-in-law, hey, look at that.
Right.
Hey, he's going at it with her.
It would be awkward, really, probably with anybody, but it's compounded like 100 million times with your father-in-law.
If I was there with another guy, if I was here with one of you guys, one of my buddies from work, no problem.
Right. Sure.
One of my neighbors, no problem.
Right.
Anybody. But my father-in-law. So here's what happens. I swear to God, we're talking blah, 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 then quiet. And I don't know how long it is. 4 minutes.
Wow.
We're both sitting there just looking at it. The scene ends. The scene ends.
Hey, Pop, he really did her good, huh?
She's in a bathtub, and she's surrounded by candles or something.
There you go, lovely.
So the scene is over, and without missing a beat, he says, Doug DeCinces. That was the Oriole I was thinking of. Doug DeCinces. And without a beat,
Very good.
the conversation started up again.
So he paused because he also wanted to, you did, wanted to just take in the scene.
We had been talking about a minor league baseball player, and his dad was this guy, Doug DeCinces, who played for the Orioles. We had been talking about that before the love scene came on, and I was like, what was that guy's name? And he's going, I just don't know. And then it was, wah, 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 sex scene. And it was oogie, and then neither one of us said anything to the other. We've been sitting there talking for an hour, then we don't say anything for 5 minutes, and we don't say anything that we haven't said anything.
At any time, did you think that maybe you'd go for the remote to say, hey, there might be a preseason ball game on it, just to get an excuse to change it to another station?
No, because he seemed to be interested in the movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Natural.
He was like, what's the plot of this movie? Who's this actress? But the whole time it was peppered with, the Yankees are going to have a good team, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, and I'm there with my father-in-law. And I don't know what made me think of that, but there you go. That was an awkward moment indeed.
I think it can be an awkward moment with men, but also with older women that are related too. Like if it was your mother-in-law, would you feel equally awkward?
No, and here's why. My mother-in-law, she's a flower child. I don't think there's anything that phases my mother-in-law.
Right.
My mother-in-law a lot of times will listen to the show and then ask me about the show.
Right.
And ask me graphic details about like the trip to Intercourse.
Right.
She was grilling me on that, going, when they were on the sink, how were they positioned?
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
So she's totally, it depends, I guess, on the comfort level.
Yeah, but my father-in-law, Pop.
Yeah.
There was like silence, man.
My wife had an 80-year-old aunt that was over the house in that movie. Do you remember that documentary? It wasn't a documentary. It was a movie about Marilyn Monroe, and it had like Ashley Judd in it as the young Marilyn.
Jug, Mike.
As the young Marilyn Monroe.
We're the Jugs.
And this woman was in her 80s, and she was sitting on the sofa next to me, and we were the only ones in the living room with the TV on.
Copperfield?
No, it was so bad. The scene where Ashley Judd's standing out by the pool, and I didn't see it coming, and if I'd known, I had the remote in my hand, I would have changed it. And immediately, Ashley Judd stands by the pool, takes off her robe, and there she is, just naked. And this 80-year-old aunt, she was out the door. She got up, and she went into the kitchen, and I was so embarrassed. It was like I felt like I had
He's going to have to live with this boner for a long time.
And I said, come back.
Oh, that sounds like a good movie. I'd like to see that.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of nudity from Ashley Judd.
Hello? Who's dialing on this phone? Hello, Don and Mike Show. Well, that's a very queer thing.
Yeah, that either could be somebody making a mistake or an AW.
Hello?
I vote for the latter.
Yeah. All right, I think so. Hi, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, can I talk to Don and Mike?
Yes, you're on the air.
Oh, hey, Don and Mike.
Hi.
Hey, I want to know how you guys would rate Ashley Judd.
Ashley Judd would be... turn your radio down, please.
Oh, sorry.
She's 6.7.
6.7?
I give her an 8.
I give her an 8, too.
7 here.
Buzz wants to play, 7 for Buzz.
All right, I agree with Mike.
She's a hottie. Well, I've seen her naked with my 80-year-old, my wife's 80-year-old aunt.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Just remember who her mom is. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah.
That one of these days she's going to end up looking like Naomi Jug. My hepatitis is cured. Praise the Lord. My hepatitis is in remission. I'm Naomi Jug. Yeehaw! Hello.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Hey, pick up, please.
Pick up? Is this better?
Yes.
Hey, have y'all seen Chasing Amy?
No.
A lot of lesbian talk. I think y'all would like it.
All right, well, good. That's what I like. Lots of lesbian talk. What do they do? Sit around and discuss shirts and shoes and flannel shirts and big comfortable shoes?
I think they discuss how to get Amy. 'Cause that's the name of the movie. We're chasing Amy.
Don and Mike Show.
Come on, get.
Hey, Don and Mike, what's up, man?
Hi, my friend.
How's it going there, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I want to get your opinion on, Suzanne Malveaux, the newswoman from Channel 4?
Oh, here in
What have you
D.C.? In D.C.?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a 6.
WRC.
She's a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
Oh, blasphemy.
I can't vote because I haven't seen her.
Yeah. She's cute.
My.
Suzanne.
I'd agree with 6.
She's cute. But you can't really tell when they're under the lights and everything.
Right.
She might be a 5, or conversely, she might be a 7, really, when she's not on TV.
Well, I haven't seen her, but I can guarantee you she's no J.C. Hayward.
You know who's got a really good living?
Who?
J.C. Hayward's wig man. Whoever the guy at Channel 9 is that has to comb her wigs every day.
Probably probably his only client.
She got to have 25 wigs, man.
Tractor trailers drop those wigs off at Channel 9.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I had to tell you about my mother-in-law. We were sitting there watching Sex Pies and videotapes, me and my wife.
Oh, that's our great videotape. Thank you for getting that.
Right, and my mother-in-law comes walking in. It was during that scene where they were doing the long jump, and I believe that blonde girl was...
Oh, that's one of the best parts in the video.
Right. Well, my mother-in-law just kind of stood there with her mouth open. And so I was borrowed. She wanted to borrow it and show my father-in-law.
Sure.
And, well, she hasn't given it back since. She gave it back.
Hey, she hasn't given it back.
No.
That means she loves you.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, Don and Mike.
Hi there.
This is Jeff in Tampa.
Hello, my friend.
You guys are always rating 6, 7, and 8s. I've never heard a 10. Who do you rate as a 10?
You know, I don't think we've given out a 10.
A 10 is a 7, 8, or 9 who says yes.
Buzz took his funny pills yesterday on his day off. Thank you, Buzz.
You're welcome.
Can you think of a 10?
Off the top of my head?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
How about Madeline Stowe?
I think I just mentioned a 10 before, J.C. Hayward.
Ugh, Madeline Stowe.
Oh, I hate her.
I got your Madeline Stowe.
What do you give her?
Madeline Stowe. Now, am I thinking of the right one?
Yes, you are.
Kind of pasty, long.
Same. She plays the same role, always like the victim in movies.
Is she the one that was in Unlawful Entry? Was she Kurt
Yes.
Russell's wife?
Yes.
Yeah.
She is, and I'm just going to rate her physically, a 3. But if you put her personality in there, then she goes below the 2 level.
She was also in that movie Revenge with Kevin Costner and Anthony Quinn.
She's awful.
Hey, well, love your show down here in Tampa.
Thank you. Thanks, my friend. Bye-bye. Yeah, we'll rate a 10 as soon as we come across a 10.
She's out there somewhere.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don. Hey, Mike.
Hello.
Oh, there she is.
Hello.
Hello.
How about Selma Hayek?
We actually rated Selma Hayek.
Yeah.
You actually saw a picture of Selma Hayek that caused you to raise your rating up from, I think, a 6 to an 8.
Yeah, she's good. Hi, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, guys. How are you?
She's good.
She's good.
She's easy on the eyes. She's curvy, man. Hello. Vavumski.
She was okay, but then when you saw the picture, she turned from okay to good.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
I was wondering if you guys want to play the name game.
I worry about this with guys from the phone, only if you're ready to take the name that Buzz throws out.
Absolutely. I
You
have
can't-
complete faith in Buzz.
Or you can't have a pre-made list of names.
No. It's
Make
like
it something difficult. Degree of difficulty, Buzz.
All right, Buzz, please.
Chuck.
Chuck Woolery.
Chuck Connors.
Converse Chuck.
Oh, good one. Chuck. Let me think. Chuck Steak?
Chuck Mangione.
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Barris.
Oh.
Chuck Heston.
Chuck.
Oh, he's called Chuck Heston.
All right.
That's what he calls himself.
All right, okay. Who'd you have?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, I was going to say that. Chuck Howley. Used to be the linebacker of the Dallas Cowboys. Hall of Fame.
Chuck Knobloch.
Oh, that was mine.
Who is that?
Baseball player.
Oh no, I give it. Isn't it Jeff Knobloch?
No, it's Chuck Knobloch.
The knuckleballer?
No, there's another Chuck. There's a Chuck Knobloch. I know there's a Chuck
Okay,
Knobloch.
all right, okay.
But I might be wrong. I mean, you've got that doubt in there.
There's Chuck Knobloch.
Chuck Knobloch.
Ground Chuck.
All right. Chuck. Mother Chucker. Give me a second. Give me a minute. Chuck. Yes, Chuck. I'm coming up with it now. Chuck. Up, Chuck.
Chuck. Chuck it out the window.
Chuck Pearson. He's a basketball player. There's a real guy.
Oh, damn.
Come on, I'm king of the Chucks. We can't move this on.
You're king of the Chucks.
King of the Chucks.
King of the Chucks.
King of the Chucks.
You are king of the Chucks.
I'm king of all the Chucks. How you Chucks doing?
I'm king of all the Chucks.
All you Chucks belong to me now. I am your king. King of the Chucks.
Follow Don. He is your king.
And the first Chuck I want is Woolery.
Oh, yeah.
Bring me the Chuck known as Woolery.
Absolutely. It's time for his exam.
Hello.
Don.
Tell him he has an appointment with Dr. Homo.
Woolery to see Dr. Homo.
Hello.
Don and Mike.
Yeah.
Don, wanted to let you know about a Don and Mike flashback I had this weekend.
What's that?
I was down at Myrtle Beach at the NASCAR Cafe.
Yeah?
And they were kind of waiting for the Atlanta race to start.
Oh, the Prime Star? Yeah, that got rained out on Sunday, right?
Yeah. And I was just sitting there waiting for my lunch and started just busting out laughing. And the waitress says, "What are you doing?" And I said,
Well, Don and Mike show up in D.C., they had a guy that called in and said that it would make the race a lot more interesting if they threw deer out during the race.
Hey, listen, that caller had a great idea that every 50 laps you let a live deer go, and that's how you make NASCAR more exciting.
Oh, man, it certainly would. I'd be tuned in every weekend.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hi, guys.
Oh, and when at the NASCAR cafe, try the jelly sandwich. Hello.
Chuck Norris.
Oh, that's a good one. Too late, though. I'm king of the Chucks.
That's right.
That's right. I'm Queen.
Too late.
And now Chuck Norris will have to follow you as well.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hi, Don and Mike. I wanted to know how you'd rate Julia Roberts.
I think Julia Roberts is ugly. I really do. I've thought it all along. She's a dog. She has big bony cheekbones. She got big-ass eyebrows. She has unattractive lips. I rate Julia Roberts a 4.
And I've always disagreed with that, and I think I gave her an 8 the last time we rated her. I think she's a pretty lady.
7,
Oh, okay.
7 here.
Bow wow.
Which is fine. See, it's great because when you rate women like that, if one person thinks the woman's a bow wow and the other person thinks the woman's an 8, it all works out.
Yeah. Baila to Alpo. Hello.
Don.
Yeah.
Mike.
Hello.
Buzz. It's Matt from Lafayette. I was flipping around cable last night and came across an old movie that was used to be a favorite of mine a long time ago. It was, did you ever see the movie The Deep?
Jacqueline Bisset.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that famous scene with her in the
headlights.
Her in the T-shirt, yeah.
Hey, they had this big blurry block. So this is I don't know what channel it was on, one of the cable channels.
Oh, and they blocked out her boobs?
Off the famous T-shirt.
Oh, man, that is like the single reason for watching that movie, and they destroy it.
That's an awful movie, except for that scene.
I think Nick Nolte's in that, too, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. Hello.
Wear the T-shirt. You got that great T-shirt. For God's sakes, show your nipples, everyone. Jacqueline Bisset, you want to be a big star. For God's sakes, you gotta show your breasts. If you don't want to show them, for God's sakes, wear a T-shirt and we'll look at your nipples.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Yeah, I'd like to ask him about Wendy Rieger.
Wendy Rieger from Channel 4?
Yeah.
Wendy
Rieger on a
You want me to be
good day.
honest?
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt her feelings.
Oh, come on.
She doesn't have good skin.
On a good day. With lots of makeup.
Maybe Wendy Rieger's a 5.
A 5?
A 5.
Since she went to American University, I'll give her a 7.
On a good day, she's a 5. Oh, my God. Okay, guys.
Personal favorite of mine. I give her an 8.
I also think
Ever seen her in person?
Yes, yeah, I have.
You know,
Really?
I also think she's the best anchor on that station.
Who cares about that? We're just rating her physically.
But I think they ought to move her like to the number 1 slot because I think she's the most competent of all of them.
She's too trampy to ever make it to a position like Doreen Gensler.
No.
No, listen, Wendy Rieger on Channel 4, she kind of...
But that works.
She exudes a certain sexuality that will not go on the 11 p.m. news.
Don't you think Lynn Russell also exudes that kind of
Mike,
sexuality?
Lynn Russell is a whore.
Look, she's made it to the top.
And Lynn Russell on headline news, she has some days when she is an 8, and she has some days when she's living in the 2s.
Absolutely. Yep. And those 2s happen when it looks like she comes right from the gym to the news set.
And those 2s always happen when my wife happens to be in the room with the TVs on. And she says, that's the woman you think is so hot on CNN?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
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 Hi, will you rate Raquel Welch, please?
Yes, Raquel Welch. Oh, boy, as she is today? Oh, hell, anytime. She's a high 7.
I give her a high 7 also.
Okay.
8 for me.
8, another one of your favorites.
Yeah. Long-time favorite.
She's gone down, though, in my book since I found out that she had sex with Bob Dylan.
Oh.
Did she really have sex with Bob Dylan?
Can I change my score?
That was reported in the newspaper. They had an affair recently. Hello, Donna Mike Show.
Mike, I've noticed I'm passionate when I bring myself to the point of ejaculation. And
Hello. Donna Mike Show.
Did he say Mike before he said that?
Yes, he did, Mike.
Thought I was not hearing that
Yes,
correctly.
That was a call for you.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Hello. Donna Mike Show.
And inevitably, always a good long pause to have that settle on the room.
Hello.
Hello.
Donna Mike.
Hi. Yeah, I got a question for you.
Okay, turn your radio down, please, and you'll be the last call we take here.
Okay, sorry. It's kind of a two-parter. I want you to rate Dharma. Have you done her yet?
Dharma is another bow wow.
I agree.
She's a 4.
I give that I think she's like a high 3.
Yeah.
5.
All right. And can I do a who would you do? But can I do 3 people?
Okay.
Dharma, obviously not.
No.
Daryl Hannah, and then Julia Roberts.
I would do Daryl Hannah in a moment.
Julia Roberts, absolutely no question.
Yeah, Julia.
All right, that leaves lots of Dharma for you.
I'm all over.
See, he's putting Dharma in that category. That
Yeah.
means he's got a thing for Dharma.
Bowowski. We'll be right back.
This is the Dawn and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak. Doesn't think you know, or something that you've done that your boss doesn't know. It's either a secret about your boss or something you've done that your boss doesn't know about.
And then we get to call your boss.
Yes, what we'll do is we'll spend some time rummaging through the calls because we always get a whole bunch of calls that aren't quite up to specifications.
That's right.
But we'll come across one call that strikes us collectively as the best one.
And that's the call that we will make to the boss. And once we do that, you're the big winner.
Oh, yeah, and cash prize, hey. Benjamin's, baby.
Oh, boy.
$250.
That is serious money.
That's what I got today from the prize closet, $250.
You brought it in here in cash.
So if you have a boss who's a cod belly like Ken Stevens.
Right.
You want to call us.
Absolutely.
If your boss has skin tags and looks like one of the men that blew up the World Trade Center, like Ken Stevens.
Yes, that's our boss, Ken Stevens.
You want to call us, but please, got to be a current boss.
Yes, a current boss, and if it's about your boss or about you, it's got to be something that we're going to come clean with your boss about.
Okay, so if everybody's into this, we'll take some calls. And we'll get going with that. And if not, plenty other stuff we can do.
Absolutely.
All right, let's dive in here and see if we've got anything. Oh, and remind me, I want to tell you about Olivette Spelman also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hello?
Oh, we still haven't looked at the videotape of Jingle Boy dressed up as Shirley Temple.
That is about as frightening a thing as I've heard about.
Rob, that videotape.
Yeah.
It starts off, Rob's the only one who's seen the tape.
Was it horrible, Rob?
It's... Rob,
It's shocking, and I'll tell you why.
Shocking.
It starts off with
out
him...
normal.
Right.
It starts out Jingle Boy just standing what looks like in his living room, and he seems to be normal and well-adjusted, and he does a little disclaimer, and then in the blink of an eye, his pants are breakaway pants.
Oh,
and he whips them off, not unlike some sort of cheap, tawdry stripper, and then it's off camera and back in a dress and a wig, and he sings that Titanic song.
It's all of our worst nightmares about Jingle Boy come true.
That woman is doing that to him?
Yes.
So
news.
At some point, we got to look at that tape and then
dear.
maybe call the stage mother.
Yes, and just find out what is she up to. It's getting worse. It's not getting better. It's escalating.
Because when we had the boy on the show last week, I think we determined he sounded rather well-adjusted, right?
He does, but I still think it's a big scam. I just don't trust that woman.
And he didn't tell us Mommy was dressing him up in a dress and a wig.
Can you imagine that? And he looks well-adjusted. I wish Rob had looked at his eyes. Maybe he was trying to tap out a Morse code or something.
Hello. He's blinking out. Yeah. Help me, being held captive by Mom. Call Dr. Homo.
Help me now.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Hello. Don and Mike.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm calling in the contest.
Calling about the game?
Yeah.
You got a boss?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a secret about your boss?
Well, it's about me.
About you? Does it involve your boss? Would he be interested?
Well, I think she would.
Oh, she. Breaking down the male-female stereotype.
Gusto Enterprises.
Oh, no. It's nothing like that.
Hey, let me tell you something. I was watching Petticoat Junction the other day.
Oh, Petticoat Junction.
And Steve, the one, the guy, the crop duster? Okay, he's married to the red-haired one. It might be Betty Jo.
Betty Jo, yeah.
And he is smoking a cigar. And a new woman has come into Hooterville. And this is back when people smoked on TV all the time. Right? She pulls out a cigarette. He goes to light it for her, and he goes, oh, I don't have a match. She leans over with her match and lights his pipe, and it elicits a huge guffaw from the laugh track.
So just the act of a woman lighting a man's pipe. Wow.
Right.
It was just funny.
Yeah.
That's how old it is.
Right.
Wow. The culture, the mores of our time.
Petticoat Junction. And they wonder why the water tasted funny in Hooterville. Those girls were bathing up in the water tank.
And that was drinking water.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. What is it about your boss who's a lady?
No, it's not about my boss.
Okay, what's the secret your boss doesn't know about you?
Well, this is like a new job for me. And I've only been here a couple of months. And
Well, my fiance and I kind of came in on the weekend and christened my office.
Oh, you made love in your office?
Yeah. Like, all over.
That's okay. You know, in your book, that might be some awful, naughty sin, but the stuff that we're looking for in this feature, much worse than that.
A very nice story, though. But it's not worthy of calling your boss.
I absolve you of any guilt in that.
That's right. No need to come clean.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
So to speak.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
You're doing great. Who's this?
Robert. I'm calling from Idaho. I was just flipping through the dial. I caught your show, and I was waiting for a number.
Waiting for a number for what?
To call you guys.
Well, obviously you got the number.
Obviously.
Because you called.
I've got a couple of names for your Rate a Woman contest.
No, thank you.
No, we're doing something totally different right now.
Okay, I'll call back later.
Oh, please don't.
No, don't do that.
Okay? All right, come on. You're slowing us down. Dr. Homo needs to see you.
That was AW Idaho.
Hello,
Hello, Dr. Homo.
Don and Mike Show. Hello.
How you doing? I'm calling about the contest.
Yes.
How you doing? What I got to say is that my boss has his son got a girlfriend, and instead of giving her like an entry-level position, he put her right up into management just because she was his son's girlfriend. And he doesn't think that anyone knows about this because it's supposed to be like a big secret. But
not thick enough.
Not thick enough and too much sour grapes there.
Yeah, sorry. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Can I talk to Don and Mike?
We hardly ever get the best call right in the first part. People have to hear the types of stories that we reject.
Sure.
We're looking for real, down and out, dirty secrets. You know, about you or about your boss.
Right.
I'll give you some examples. What was the one about boogers?
Yeah. There was one boss who actually didn't realize that everybody in the office used to watch him absolutely dig for gold and then eat the results. And put them everywhere also. He put them like on everything.
That was a good one. That was one of our winners.
That was terrific.
Because then we get to call the boss.
I think we did that on Secretary's Day.
Maybe. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, listen to this.
Very nice, son.
School's out.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Nice boosh.
Hi.
How you doing today?
Great, thank you.
Hey, we have a boss that has been caught masturbating.
Well, all right, now finally, hello. Now we're getting somewhere. Who caught your boss masturbating?
His wife.
Where did she catch him?
Wow. In his office.
Hello.
And when she screamed, about 5 other people came running in there to see what was going on.
So did he know that everybody knew?
Definitely. So he took a leave of absence.
Does he know now that you know?
Yes. He took a 3 weeks leave of absence.
All right, so if we called him, it wouldn't really be a surprise to him, right? If we said, hey, everybody knows that you were masturbating.
See, because he was caught and everybody in the office knows. So
who told you to call?
Yeah, we would tell him it was you.
Of course.
Yeah. Are you having second thoughts now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
All right. Thank you, my friend.
Took a 3 week, yeah.
Bye-bye.
That's kind of like piling on. That's not the secret end of it.
It needs to be a secret from your boss.
Right.
Yeah.
Something about you or something about your boss, though. Imagine that. Boss taking a 3 week leave of absence.
Wow, that's a long time off. I wonder what he was doing in there.
What do you think he was doing on the 3 weeks off?
Resting.
What if you had to go see Dr. Homo about that? Hello, Don and Mike. Oh, there's a loud radio. Hello. Oh, that's annoying. Hi, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, I got something my boss did.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Craig. He has this tendency, like, when everybody's talking to a customer, he, like, itches his nuts. Just goes ahead and grabs his balls once or twice.
So your boss?
Are you still employed by him?
Yeah, I'm still employed by him.
All right, and you're confident that if we call and say that you told us that
he won't notice it because he doesn't know he does it. I'm afraid he'll fire me because I'm only a part-time worker. I'm paying for college.
All right, now when you say your boss scratches his nuts, do you mean that he gingerly or does he really go at it?
Well, he just like just gingerly just gives him a look. It's just like whenever he comes out of his office to talk to customers that are out because it's at an airport, and whenever they come in for charger or something, he just goes ahead and just reaches down and gives them a nice little rub.
You mean he reaches down inside of his pants or just reaches on the outside?
Occasionally go inside the pants or occasionally...
Wait.
Wow.
He puts his hand in his pants?
Well, no, in his pocket, and he'll give him a nice little rub. You can see him working with his fingers.
Well, now, perhaps he's playing pocket pool. Perhaps he's not scratching.
Well, occasionally other times he'll just do it right outside his pants. He just like adjusts and stuff. It's really funny.
So he'll reach down there and like twist and scratch.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. We'll keep you as a finalist. Hold on a second. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, my name's Gary.
Hi, Gary.
I work at Papa John's in Baltimore.
No. So you can't do it now.
I got to disqualify you right there because you can't give out the name of the place that you work.
Okay.
Yeah, so you blew it already.
Oh, because this is...
No, you blew it already, buddy.
No, sorry.
You blew it, sorry.
Bye-bye. I hope nobody at Papa John's Pizza scratches their nuts. This is the best pizza I've ever had. Hello.
Bueno Arbusto.
Oh, hi, Don and Mike. Oh, we got to hurry. Hello.
I know something about my boss.
What's that?
He's having an affair and he's married.
Oh, now, listen. Much as I love that. That's like Lawsuit City, baby.
Yeah, that really is.
Oh, come on.
No, I wish. I wish.
A little too much for you guys, huh?
Yeah. Well, not for us, but for the good folks at CBS.
Standards and practices wouldn't let us do that one.
Too bad.
We could only
I really wanted to bust him because he's a real jerk.
Well, we could only do that, I think, like if you were the person that he was having the affair with.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that.
See, it's better if it's the employee that's having the affair.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, let me just say we're getting warm now.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Then and if you're looking for what we're looking for, that scratching the family jewels is really up there.
That's a good start. We'll take some more calls when we come right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
But the person that he was supposedly taking to lunch was at Disneyland.
Huh?
What?
Run that by me again, Steve.
Okay. We have a manager here that takes people to lunch.
All right, lots of managers take people to lunch.
Well, on this particular occasion, the person that he supposedly took to lunch was about 500 miles away at Disneyland.
So he claimed that this person was at lunch with him when, in fact, this was a client or something?
Yes.
And that person wasn't even there, so he's obviously going out to lunch with somebody else and charging it to the company.
Correct.
Oh, listen, that's the way that American business works. What do you want to do? Come on.
Absolutely. We salute your boss.
Oh, if that was the case, all the sales guys here would be fired. That is standard operating procedure.
I'm taking that big client from downtown. Yeah. Okay. You want to go to lunch with me? It's on the company.
Hello? Who's this?
Big Al.
Don and Mike? Hello?
Hi, is it Don and Mike Show?
Yeah.
I'm calling. I got a boss story I think is pretty good.
Yeah? What's it about? You or your boss?
Well, it's kind of me and something that the boss doesn't know.
Okay. All right, good. That kind of sounds like maybe what we're looking for.
All right. I got to turn my radio down a little bit. Okay. This is weird. Okay. One night I brought a girl back here to the office where I work, and we were sort of hanging out in the conference room. Anyway, this guy who was like an ex-boyfriend of hers had followed her. Or something to that effect, I guess.
No, not something to that effect. You got to be specific.
Well, that's as far as I know. That's what happened.
So you brought a girl back to the office, and you were hanging out in the conference room, and then her ex-boyfriend followed her.
Yeah, and we weren't exactly hanging out. I guess we were having sex in the conference room, is what it was.
Okay.
Okay. So this guy starts banging on the front door, and we have a full glass door. He starts banging on this door, and we ignored him. She looked out. You can see out to the parking.
He was banging on the door, and you were banging on the desk, or banging on the floor.
Yeah. And so he kept banging. She looked out, saw his car. It's all it was, because apparently he'd been around earlier in the day or whatever at her house. No, I wasn't there. Anyway, so this guy kept banging. We didn't answer. He's hollering. I knew we were in there. And he bangs until eventually this whole plate glass door breaks.
Yeah.
So at that point, I kind of panicked. We have a back entrance here. It's like in a sort of a condo high-rise building. We're on the bottom floor.
Yeah.
So she cuts out through the front door, and the guy eventually leaves. After I go out there, because I go out and say, "Listen, she's not here. It's just me." She cuts out the back door, so I told him it's just me. He finally left, but this door is.
Wait, now, was this after the guy had already broken the glass?
Yeah.
So you dealt with him, but you still had that glass door. Was he apologetic in any way?
Mildly. He said basically, I think that you're BSing me. And I said, come in, look, there's nobody here, because there was nobody here. So he was like kind of apologetic, but not really.
And you were left with the door.
With the door.
So he broke a plate glass door.
So
Okay.
I have a friend who is in the auto glass business. So I called this guy, and at this time it's about 11 o'clock at night.
Wow.
So I called him. He had put me in touch with a friend of his who came out that night at great personal expense to me to fix this front door, which ended up costing me about $500.
And you fixed the door, and nobody was any the wiser, and your boss never knew.
Exactly, and what happened is they misspelled that. He also did the lettering, put the name of the company because it was on the glass door.
Oh, really?
And he misspelled the name of the company, and I don't know if anybody's noticed.
Nobody knows. Hey, that's a pretty good story. Who knows if this guy's on the level or not?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Like I said, I don't think anybody's noticed, and I haven't said anything about it.
All right, hold on. And you'd be willing to confess that to your boss?
Yeah, what is it? We have our office manager, Royce, I guess is the person to talk to.
All right, hold on a second.
Okay.
Hold on. See, now we're getting somewhere.
That's good. That's productive, too, because it's a good secret, especially if people actually have noticed that the company's name is misspelled.
Hello, Donna Mike Show.
Yes, hello.
Hello, who's this?
This is Courtney.
Hi, Courtney. Where are you from?
I am from Northern Maryland. I don't want to give the exact location.
I'd just like to figure out what station you're listening to. Are you listening to WJFK?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Have you been teased throughout your life for having the name Courtney?
Girly name.
It's actually a guy's name, trust me.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Courtney
it is.
Cox.
Courtney Love.
Yes, I have been teased ever since I was a kid.
Would you like me to see if I could get you into Dr. Homo's office? So I can squeeze you in and get you an appointment? Courtney.
Quite all right.
You can go there with all the guys named Leslie.
We have quite a network going.
Carol.
The female name newsletter.
Okay, what's your story, Courtney?
I know that my boss is sleeping with his secretary, and he doesn't know that I know, but I'm also sleeping with his secretary, and he has no idea.
Oh, wait, now. So you're both having sex with the same woman?
Yes.
Does the woman know that you know that she's having sex allegedly with the boss?
She told me that she was with the boss.
Ooh, that's a sticky wicket.
Into me.
That's a sticky wicket, so to speak. So you and your boss are sharing the same woman?
Yes.
And why would you possibly want to tell your boss that?
Well, I've been looking to quit, and I figured this may be a...
Yeah, leave us with the dirty laundry to take care of.
No, sorry.
I may as well make some money out of the deal.
No,
Let's
I'm
put it
sorry.
that way.
No.
That's good. Thank you for your honesty. I've been looking to quit.
No. Thanks anyway, though.
No?
No,
man.
don't think so.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot.
He must be a very clean man. You're not concerned about having the sex with the woman that he's having sex with.
Protection, pal.
She's having sex with.
You use protection?
Yes,
well, that's good. At least there's some good came out of this.
All right, double wrap it. Shrink wrap that baby. All right, thank you, Courtney.
Sure.
Courtney. This is Dr. Homo. Has Courtney called for me yet?
Yes. Courtney's in the office, Dr. Homo.
Hello, this is Dr. Homo. The first thing you're going to have to do is slip out of those dungarees. Thank you, Courtney.
Sure.
All right, bye-bye. All right, well, listen, we'll give this one more try.
Yeah.
At least we've got a couple of...
I never leave them going. I put them out, and then I'll light it again.
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
See, we smoke cigars, too, and we don't do that. That's why we thought that maybe he was making that up.
Uh-huh.
Would he have access to those cigars?
Well, my doors, I don't have a lock on my door. He could come in, but...
And do you think, once again, I got to get back, do you think he's, what's the deal with this guy? Do you think he's the kind of guy that would do this?
Did that cigar taste funny?
I don't know him, I don't know him that well. He's been here about a year.
About a year?
Did the cigar taste like copper?
No, it's a good cigar.
It's a good cigar.
It's a good cigar?
Is Don kicking around the office right now?
You know, it might be productive, to get him in the office there, because he was going to put you in this precarious position.
Yeah, and we said, hey, if this is really true, you could be in a lot of trouble. We warned him about that.
We told him about that story in the news about the landlord that was peeing on his tenants' Chinese food recently in New York City.
New York City?
Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that was a big news story. Yeah.
So is Don anywhere around there?
Well, he's in the press room.
Could you transfer us down there?
Yeah, but we both wouldn't be on the same line. Our phones are such that...
Okay, hold on a second. Then.
Hold on, we'll get him if you can hold on just a second, okay?
Hold on a second. Okay.
The plot thickens.
You know, I don't know.
Sounds like a very young boss.
Just don't know.
Perhaps ring size is a factor.
All right, let's call this guy Don.
Way to go, Buzz. I didn't know you knew that cigar lingo.
Coffee shop, can I help you?
Yeah, hi, this is Don and Mike again. We're still doing our show. Can we talk to Don? He's in, the press room? The press room?
Okay, just a moment, please.
Thank you.
Well, we'll figure it out. One way or another, we always do.
Now he's like, what if it's possibly
Don?
True. Don
and Mike. We're doing our radio show right now. How you doing?
Oh, man, I was getting uptight here.
Why'd you hang up?
Well, I've been off for about an hour, so I had to get back to my work.
All right, a question for you here. We've received a lot of feedback from our audience, and they seem to think that you wouldn't be able to perform that trick unless you had some lubrication.
And then we talked to Nick, and he said you're kind of a prankster.
Oh, yeah? No, I didn't have no lubrication.
You really took... Hold on. Let me get him on here. You really took your boss's cigar and you put it up your butt?
Right.
And now you're calling our show to tell us this.
Right.
Hey, Nick?
Yeah.
Are you listening to this, Nick?
Yeah, I am. He just got on.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you hear what he said? He just said he did. Don, do you want to talk to Nick?
Hey, Nick.
What's the deal here?
You remember the one-year review that we just had the other day?
See, I told you, Nick, that we knew he had a review recently.
And you gave me kind of a bad review. And after you left, I took your cigar out of your ashtray there and went in the bathroom and stuck it in my butt as far as I could get it and put it back in your ashtray.
Well, I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, me too, Nick.
Yeah, I do too, Nick.
What's the...
I'd fire him anyway, but I find that hard to believe.
Yes?
Is this on the radio right now?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
we told you that.
Told you that a million times.
You can hang up at any time, Nick. It's easy.
I've got a problem with discussing this on the radio.
You can hang up at any time, Nick.
Should have hung up 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay.
We'll talk a little bit later, Don.
See, that's still... You know what? That all could be a scam. That still could be a scam.
You never know.
Hey, Don.
What?
Are you on the level?
Yes, I am.
Did it hurt when you put the cigar in your dookie?
A little. I mean, of course, it's going to hurt a little.
You don't seem phased at all, so you're ready to lose your job.
No, but, I mean, I can...
Hold on a second. I got to straighten the lines out here. Wait a minute. Let's see. Is this Don? Don? No. All right. Is this one Don?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, technically you kind of did the contest, but I think we'd also kind of disqualified you because we don't believe you.
Why don't you believe me?
We just don't. It's almost impossible to believe that you would, A, do such a thing, and B, call your boss to tell him about it.
Oh.
And then say you're not concerned about your job.
What was that? Who said something there?
That was my boss. I got to go.
What did he say?
You can talk to him at your own time at home.
All right.
All right.
Call us when you get home.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye. Maybe he was on the level.
Who knows?
Who knows?
You know what?
He'll have to deal with it.
Maybe he was telling the truth.
Oh, my. Well, if it was a scam, it certainly sounded legit. Maybe we'll never know.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, he's lying.
Yeah, we think so.
Hey, don't you, when you like smoke a cigar, you like chew on the end? Doesn't it get like wet and mushy?
See, not all guys do that. I don't chew on the end of it or lick the end of mine.
Oh, it doesn't get all mushy anyway?
Yeah,
No.
it occasionally gets mushy, but not all the time.
Mine don't get real mushy. All right, thank you. All right, now here on the other hand is a guy who believes him. Hello, Craig?
Yes.
Tampa Bay, hi.
Hi, how you doing? Hey, guys. I believe that Don is telling the truth based on the reaction of Nick. Nick seems very, very scared and unsure, and he was just very hesitant in the way he reacted to,
Okay,
the
Craig,
fact that he may have had a cigar.
And you know what I think we would say in answer to that is that we've had people who are better actors than in the movies.
That's right.
Call us up during these games and give really good performances.
Yeah.
please keep in mind that weren't you fooled by that first lady who pretended to be the boss?
I was. In fact, I think I made a comment during that I said that's a typical boss reaction when she asked about that.
So who knows? All right, thanks, though, for checking in.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right. Bye-bye. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, I got to tell you, that was the most uncomfortable bit of radio I've ever sat through, and it was glorious.
Yeah, it was
I don't
beautiful.
care if it sounds legit to me, and that's what I'm wondering, that this guy, Don, is just a complete and utter moron.
That is also
his job.
That's a possibility.
I got to tell you guys, it was the most uncomfortable radio I've ever sat through, and thank you. It was great. It made my day.
Gotcha. Thanks. All right. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don and Mike, how you doing?
Hi there.
Welcome back, Buzz.
Hey, thanks.
Alrighty. Listen, I think I caught my boss in a lie today.
Oh, this is another call?
Yeah.
All right. Another story?
Yeah.
All right. What was the lie? Very quickly, please.
Okay, as quick as I can. I work in a warehouse, and we deal with very heavy sheets of metal.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently yesterday someone stacked too many sheets on the rack, and during the course of the evening, when no one was there, they fell. So when we came in this morning, we had quite a mess on our hands. And
no sheet.
Pardon? Yes, oh sheet. And so this morning we had to kind of clean up, and we had to rent another forklift to help with the first forklift we got, because it took two forklifts to do it all, and my boss was PO'd. So he said that one of his friends who works for the health department in somewhere over in Maryland, now we work in Virginia, but he said his buddy
This is
works
the longest story I've ever heard in my
I
life.
thought it was a very lovely story.
It's a long story, man.
And you tell it so well.
So the upshot
Such
is,
enthusiasm.
real quick.
I don't think you're capable of getting to the upshot.
Real quick. I'll give you 15 seconds to wind it up.
Okay, he said the health department was coming into our place and that we all had to clean bathrooms, so he had me go out and buy bathroom cleaning supplies, and we never did clean the bathrooms, so I know it was all crap.
Who cares? Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello. Hi.
I have another story about my boss.
Another story. Okay.
Well, for the longest time, I suspected my boss was eating my lunch out of the fridge.
Tame but funny.
Sounds almost pedestrian compared to the last one we heard.
That's for sure.
So you think your boss has been eating your lunch?
Right. So then I had my wife fix me a sandwich with Alpo. The thing is, I do it like for a couple of days, and one day it was eaten.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much.
He took a run at it.
And then he put the sandwich up his butt. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, I stole my boss's dog.
They're coming out of the woodwork now, aren't they?
This might be the contest that just has no winner.
Yeah.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello?
Hello.
Are you on?
Yes, I am on.
Oh, I didn't know you guys were on. I'm just saying about the cigar thing.
Yes.
There's no way the guy could not have known it. When a physician does a rectal exam, that's what I do. And why do you think we wear gloves? Otherwise, you can smell the damn stuff.
You're a doctor?
Yeah. Then there's no way that
I'm a doctor, too. This is Dr. Homo. Perhaps we could have a consultation about this.
What?
My name is Dr. Homo.
Who is?
Man.
I am Dr. Homo.
Wow.
Haven't you been listening to the show? This is a great cigar. Where's this from? I could fuck on this cigar all night long. It has a woodsy quality to it. I can't put my finger on exactly what the smell.
It's oak with a little copper.
Hello.
Hello.
Smells so good. Long ashes from Dr. Homo.
The general.
Hello.
Hello.
Don and Mike Show.
Hey, I believe Cigar Butt Boy.
All right, people are divided on that.
Thank you for your opinion.
I feel bad that he's not going to get the prize, though.
Oh, well, listen, this is a valuable lesson to learn. Life isn't fair.
That's right.
See, you've learned a lesson from our show.
Keep up the good work.
He may get his prize later on today.
Check your cigars.
Listen, if there's any way to find out, I'm sure if that guy, for instance, gets fired from his job, then I think we would know it's true.
He could get more than that. I mean, you have no idea. Who knows?
Right. Either way, if something really happens, we'll find out about it in the coming days.
Absolutely.
Word will work its way back to us. Hello?
Of course.
Hello.
Hey.
I had sex with my boss's girlfriend. Fiance, actually.
All right. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, I stole my boss's cat.
All right, everybody's calling with this stuff. Listen, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to give away the damn money to Call 100 right now.
There you go.
Along with the plastic prize and along with a shot to have your rent or mortgage paid, okay? Call 100 right now. If you've been listening to all of this, 1-800-636-1067. Call 100 right now. You'll get the money that the butt boy should have won. And that the other guy with the plate glass window should have won, except we think they were both lying to us.
Butt boy.
We'll be right back.
This is the Dawn and Mike Show.
The Dawn and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
One Sunday, my husband says to me,
let's take the grandkids to the amusement park next.
Yeah, they lucked out because we didn't give the money away, so somebody's going to win the money.
I said that I had news about Olivette Spelman, and every once in a while we get news about Olivette.
How is she doing?
She's not feeling too perky.
Well, she's never feeling too perky.
Surprise. Olivette Spelman, I don't have time to run over how we know Olivette Spelman. Suffice to say, she's a very nice lady, and she lives somewhere in Kansas, and we gave her a TV and a satellite dish.
Right.
Yeah. And here's what happened. 2 days ago in the office, we got a phone call from Olivette's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And she was mad at us.
She was, yes.
She was mad because the satellite dish that we gave Olivette, the DSS system, that she never fully understand how to work.
Right.
We gave her a year of free service.
Yeah.
It's been over a year.
Right.
And after 1 year, they signed her up. You understand? It's like the free time ran out.
Right.
And then they put her on the plan where she has to pay.
Right. Okay.
So it took 2 months until she figured out what was going on.
Well, they're not supposed to do that, if I understand it. I mean, once it expires, they're not supposed to automatically re-up you for that.
Well, they claim that they called her and she said okay, and that they sent some. Well, wait, hold on. They're good guys.
Okay.
So we called DirecTV.
Yeah.
We explained what was going on, and they said, that's fine. We'll call back the Bloodhounds.
Okay.
Okay? $71.98 was the amount that they claimed Olivette owed.
Right.
They turned it over to a collection agency.
Lovely.
Okay? But since then, we've called, we've paid the outstanding balance.
Right.
And as of this moment, Olivette Spelman is simply enjoying her over-the-air television.
Very good. And that's the television we bought for her.
Yes, having said all of that, Charlie, did I leave anything out?
Is that all the details, Charlie Broyhill?
Charles? Where's Mr. Broyhill? Did I leave anything out? It was the sister, right? The sister called. High fives all around. It was the sister who called.
It was actually daughter-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
Frank is the son. It was Frank's
wife.
Yes, but everything else, perfect.
And it is worked out now.
She owes nothing.
And does Olivette know that?
I don't think so. She just got back from the hospital, as you may hear if you call her, if she's home.
Oh, really? What do you mean if she's home? Where else would she be?
This was the word.
Is she okay?
She's fading fast on us, dear.
Uh-oh.
Is what I got.
That's what she said?
No, that was the daughter-in-law who told me that.
Mm-hmm.
They just brought her back from the hospital, and she's fading fast.
All right,
Is that what the daughter said?
The daughter-in-law, yes.
Oh, God.
All right, let's go. Thanks, Charlie. Sure. At least you won't have to worry about the DirecTV bill.
Yeah. And let's tell her that she's, she'd be concerned about that.
This is exactly why we just don't call her right out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Now, she sounds okay. Olivette?
Olivette, it's Don and Mike from the Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Hey, Olivette, you're on the air right now. How are you doing?
Oh, I've been very ill. I just got home from the hospital a couple days ago.
Are you feeling a little better now?
No, I could be a lot better.
Oh, my.
Well,
I'm just getting old like everybody else.
Not feeling too perfect.
We understand that you are concerned about your DirecTV bill.
Olivette, do you know that you had a problem with the bill for the TV that we sent you?
Yeah, I knew they sent us the bill, but I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, well, we took care of that for you.
Yeah, we wanted to call and tell you that bill's been taken care of. It's gone. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Well, they were going to sue me and everything else, I think. But I haven't got anything, so they can't sue me.
Yeah.
Well, we took care of that.
I got a house, but it's not mortgaged.
Yeah, nobody's going to touch your house. Nobody's going to do anything to you.
I'm just a worn-out old lady.
Oh, I don't think you're worn out.
Yes, I am. I'm going to have a birthday this month, and I'm really going to be getting old.
How old are you going to be this month, Olivette?
I'm ashamed to tell you.
Oh, go ahead.
How old? 60?
I was born in 1910. You figure it out.
Wow, 88 years old.
88?
88 years young. Way to go, Olivette.
You look 60.
You do. You look great.
Not anymore.
Sure you do.
I don't know what in the heck. I was in the hospital here for about a week ago.
That's what we hear.
And
please remember, turn the microphones off, Doc. Please keep in mind, Olivette, like all old people, bless her heart, loves talking about the hospital.
That's right.
She has the whole time we've had her on the show.
I'll never be able to make it. I'll have to get a cab.
Yeah, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Everything's going to work out for the best, Olivette.
Whining about how I feel because I've always had fairly good health.
Would there be anything we could do to help you, Olivette?
Is there anything we can do for you?
You're the sweetest guys on earth.
Are you getting your over-the-air TV? Is that TV working for you?
Oh, sure.
Well, that's good.
Now, did you ever bother to figure out how to work that satellite TV and all those 500 channels?
Oh, I had it cut off.
You had it cut off. She had it cut off.
I didn't use it, and they were charging for it.
Well, they're not gonna hound you anymore. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Well, they can't because we had cut it off completely.
That's right.
Okay. Well,
I didn't want them charging something that I didn't know you were involved yet.
Oh, well, you know what?
We had to pay it.
Lois, your daughter-in-law called us and told us that the creditors were on you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
they're sending me bills here.
As soon as Lois told us, we took care of it.
I didn't think you knew about it. I thought you'd already paid for it anyway.
Well, we did for a year.
We did for a year, and then after the year was up, they started charging you.
But they shouldn't have signed you up for that, without you knowing about it.
Well, they never did send me any material to sign.
Right.
No, I still can't believe that you never discovered all those beautiful channels, all of it.
Yeah, we thought you were going to enjoy the satellite TV, but at least you're getting your over-the-air TV.
I never watch television, only at night.
Right.
And I stay up till 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, you're still staying up late, huh?
Oh, yeah, I like Tom Snyder, and he comes on late.
Hey, did you hear when Tom Snyder talked about us on his show?
No, I didn't.
He talked about us on his show one time, Olivette.
I can't understand why they don't put him on earlier. He's such a good commentator.
Do you ever watch David Letterman or Jay Leno?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know Dave Letterman, the guy with the big, ugly teeth? And you know Leno, the guy with the all-gray hair?
Yeah, they're on late at night, too, Olivette.
They are. What other station?
You ever watch Jerry Springer?
No.
You watch Oprah?
Once in a while. I generally watch... Oh, heck, what do I watch? I watch Channel 9, I think.
Channel 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that over the air.
They're good.
Yeah, we like Channel 9, too.
That's old people speak, Channel 9.
3 stations here.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 good stations.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
I don't watch much television in the daytime. I got other things to do.
Hey, Olivette, for your birthday, how would you like it if we sent over an exotic dancer with like a birthday gram for you?
Oh, no.
How about that? How about some young...
I'm too old for that.
No, imagine this.
I don't get excited over that kind of stuff.
Well, now, what if it was
Those days are gone forever.
some young, muscly guy who came over and stripped down like to a thong?
No, that wouldn't excite me at all.
What would you like? Would there be...
I raised 2 grown sons, and they're in their 60s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there anything we could get you for your birthday?
Nah, I don't need anything.
Didn't we talk to you before and you needed a toaster or something?
Oh, well, I got one that's about 25 years old, and my son told me, he said, hold on to that. They don't make them that good anymore.
Yeah,
that's true. Well, could you use like a spare?
No.
No?
It's a chrome one. It's nice.
Yeah,
it's a General Electric, and I've had it for years.
Really?
Okay.
It still works.
So you're
you sound like you're doing great. I realize
I managed to take care of myself. I'm a widow.
Are your kids going to take you out for your birthday?
They haven't said so.
Oh.
Don't you remember?
My son lives in Colorado, and he's not here. And
Don't you remember?
My daughter lives in Osawatomie, Kansas, and my son that lives in Independence, Missouri, they were over here looking after me when I was sick.
Uh-huh. Well, I hope somebody takes you out for your birthday.
Oh, I don't worry about that. I've had too many of them already.
Well, all of that,
you know, I've seen about everything and done about everything in my life. My husband and I, we traveled all over the country.
That's good. What's your favorite place in the country, Olivette, that you've been visited to, that you've visited?
Well, when I was a little girl, I lived in Brownsville, Texas for a year.
Did you like Texas?
Yeah, I like Texas. It's hot down there, but it never gets cold down there like it does here.
Let me ask you a question about today's pop culture. Have you seen Titanic? Have you seen Titanic?
Mm-mm.
No. Were you on the Titanic?
No.
No, okay.
I know all about it. I've read about it, and I've heard about it, and I've seen a lot of it.
All right, do you ever get out to the movies?
Not anymore. Years ago, my husband and I used to go to movies every week.
Really?
Before television, yeah.
Let me ask you another question about today's culture. Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky, do you think that he did it with her?
No.
You don't think he's
I
guilty?
think it's a cooked-up deal.
Okay. All right, you think it's a scam?
I think somebody's just trying to ruin his reputation.
Do you think he's a pretty man?
No. He's not as good-looking as my husband.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Seen my husband. He was really handsome.
See a good-looking man?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
He should have been a movie star.
Wow. Oh, that's great.
Isn't there anything we could do for you on your birthday?
Nah.
Nothing you need, nothing you can think of that we could get for you?
No, I don't need anything. I need a new car, but I wouldn't trade mine off for the new ones.
Yeah, we couldn't help you out with that one, Oliver.
I got a 73 Cutlass.
Oh, a 73 Cutlass.
Those are
And
good.
it's only got 40,000 miles on it.
40,000. You've had it since 73.
That's like...
We bought it new.
Wow.
I believe that. And you know, whoever it is who buys that car next, they will be told this was driven by an 85-year-old woman who only put 40,000 miles on it in the last 25 years, and they won't believe it.
We used to have two cars, a Delta 88 and this car.
What's the first? Do you remember the first car you ever owned?
Dinosaur, right?
No. I didn't learn to drive until I was 50 years old.
Really?
Wow. And I took driving lessons, and my son was about 50 years old then. He said, Mother, you're too old to learn to drive.
And you learned to drive anyway.
I learned to drive. I went and hired a experienced teacher. It was a man. He taught these drivers to drive these big trucks.
Yeah, baby. Drive it.
And I learned how to drive, and I only had to take 2 lessons from him, and I learned to drive.
Well, Olivette, we're so glad that at least you're out of the hospital and doing better.
And don't worry about those guys with the bill. We took care of them, okay?
You're sure sweet guys.
And really nothing for your birthday?
God blesses you.
Well, no, God blesses you, Olivette. We love you. There's nothing we can send you away. Well, listen, forget it. We're just going to send you something nice for your birthday anyway.
You don't need to.
Don't worry about it. If you get something, you'll know it's from us. It'll have a big Donna Mike on it, okay?
When's your birthday, Mom? I mean, Olivette?
24th of March.
March
24th. The 24th of March.
All right, well, you have a wonderful
I was
birthday.
born on Holy Thursday.
Were you?
I sure was.
Hey, Olivette, how much is your rent or mortgage? Do you still pay, or do you own your house?
My mortgage house is paid for.
Oh, house. I was going to give you a rent or mortgage.
Nah.
No?
I paid for the house a long time ago. I had a duplex that we inherited, and
This is the problem when you talk to Olivette. It's
Sold
like
it.
you never get a 10-second answer.
bought this house. My husband
Never gonna get the history of the
he
house.
wouldn't even come in and look at it.
She sounds
But
good,
it's
though.
paid
Oh, yeah.
for.
Yeah,
I
she's
don't
a
know
sweet lady.
anybody anything, just the taxes.
That's great.
All right, well, Olivette, listen, we'll put our heads together on this and come up with something for your birthday. Okay?
I don't like mortgages.
Okay, we got you.
Who does? Well,
All
God
right.
bless you,
I don't like
Olivette.
anything it is paid for.
Okay, well,
Have a great birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
and we're thinking about you, Olivette.
Pies.
Okay. Bye-bye now, Olivette. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I'm very, very sick.
88. There she goes, 88 years young, Buzz.
Yeah.
Olivette Spelman.
That's good. I'm glad she's back from the hospital,
Yeah.
and she's getting her 3 channels on that TV we got for her.
Well, that 9's good.
Hello, Donna Mike Show. She is a sweet lady.
She sure is.
I swear to God she is. Hello.
Hey, I got a good idea for a present for her.
I called her Ma, and she didn't even catch on with that.
Hello,
I said,
Ma.
Hey, Ma.
Ma,
Ma.
where's
Very, very sick.
Okay, be quiet, Major Bill. Hello.
Hey, I got a good present for her.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I got to break in. Joining us now from Wichita, here's the cigar butt boy, Don.
Ooh.
Welcome,
Hi, Don.
welcome back to the show.
Hey, I can't believe you guys gave me the money away that I should have won.
Well, we didn't believe you.
Yeah, why not?
We didn't believe you, and we reserve the right to do that when we don't believe
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Come on, man. Help a brother.
Sean.
Yeah.
I still don't know what's going on.
What do you mean you don't know what's going on?
Hey, he left me hanging in the air. He said, I'll see you, talk to you about it tomorrow. So
What the hell do you think he's going to do?
I don't know.
I mean, no, really, what would you do if you were the boss?
What did he say to you? We heard him come in the room and say, talk to them on your own time.
And don't say, and listen, hey, Don, don't say where you work, okay? In the outside chance that this is true, do not mention where you work.
All right.
All right?
So what did your boss say when he came in and said, talk to them on your own time?
That's exactly what he said. I was talking to you guys on there, and he comes and he goes, you can talk to them on your own time.
All right, so then you hung up the phone, and then what did he say?
And then he goes, I got to take off. I got a meeting, but I got to talk to you about this in the morning. So he left, and here I said, I'm still at the office.
I'd say you're ahead of the game if he did that.
What about your wife? Did you talk to your wife?
No. I did after he left.
Yeah.
I called her and told her I was on the radio and told her, because she didn't know nothing about it. So.
Yeah, what'd she say?
She goes, you idiot.
Yeah, a smart woman.
See, here's what we don't...
It just doesn't... This doesn't make any sense to me.
That because you got a bad review from your boss, you took a cigar that he had on his desk and you put it a half an inch into your anus.
Right.
Right, and you say that like everybody else would do that, Don. That's not normal behavior.
Doesn't that sound like something Don and Mike would do, though?
No. It sounds like something that somebody would make up who thinks that it's something that we would like.
No.
Yeah.
Why would you make something up like that and then call a radio station?
To win $250.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I could probably use that, but no, that's not the reason I didn't.
What happens if you lose your job?
I guess then I go look for another one.
So you don't really care?
Well, I do, but I don't. I mean, I've got enough experience. I know I can get another job.
Listen, for all we know, this guy said to his boss, listen, I was just trying to win a contest.
Right.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass you. I didn't really put your cigar a half inch into my buttocks.
We'll never know.
Never know.
Into my dookie, into my dung hole.
My dookie.
My dookie.
Hey,
Dude,
I gave you
Dookie
guys something to talk
cigars.
about, though, didn't I?
Yes, it did. You're absolutely right, Don.
See, that's the biggest part of the show then, huh?
See, here's the thing. This is exactly why I don't believe you now.
Right, so you're saying things like that.
You're too smarmy about it. You're too happy. You're too smiley.
And that's why you didn't win the money there, Don.
Oh, man.
Well, that's life, Don.
I guess so.
We do not believe that you inserted your boss's cigar into your anus.
It's simply too unbelievable.
Although there's no denying that I love announcing that.
There's the rub.
It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
You inserted a cigar a half an inch into your rectum.
Well, I guess I'll find out tomorrow the ramifications.
Well, why don't you give us a call and let us know what happens?
All right, if I'm still here.
Well, even if you're not there, you
All
can
right,
call
I'll call
us.
you from home if then.
Good man. That's how you think that through.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
I'll never figure that out. I will never be able to figure that out.
Who knows? We'll come back with news and comment in a moment.
This is the Dawn and Mike Show.
The Dawn and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
Mia Williams of Elk Grove Village, Illinois, talks about a soft, soothing way to help prevent and treat diaper rash.
I was using...
Yeah, this is Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Hey, how you doing?
Great, thanks.
Hey, I called about that guy with the cigar.
Yes.
Yeah, I own a tobacco shop in Texas, and we listen to your show down here every day.
Oh, well, thanks.
You're welcome, man. A couple of my regular customers were in here, and we got a big laugh about that, but something that none of us were thinking about, and
What's
you
that?
may not have thought about it. Most guys, you think cigar, you think Churchill. Well, hell, this guy could have used a Panatella or a Petite Corona or maybe even a Torpedo.
What this guy is describing is the various sizes of cigars.
Yeah, it's called ring size. And,
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, if it was a Tipperillo, could happen.
Hello.
Hello, Don. Hello, Mike. Hi, Bug.
Hi, Dennis.
Hey, thank you for letting me do the news yesterday.
Certainly. Thanks for filling in for me.
Did you get a chance to listen?
No, I didn't, Dennis. I'm sorry, but I hear you did a great job.
Okay, Bug. I just want to get your opinion, but...
Oh, God.
Once again, Dennis Murphy.
You just don't know when to stop, Dennis.
What?
It was a real pleasure walking out with you last night, Dennis.
Oh, come on, Mike. You shook my hand. I didn't shake your hand.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
You were the first to extend your hand, Mike?
Yes, I was. And Dennis, you didn't wish to shake my hand?
No, Mike, I know you just want to get out. I didn't want to bother you. I want you to get home.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was going home. But I mean, I didn't know that you didn't extend your hand in friendship.
Once again, Dennis Murphy.
No, Mike, I thank you. You know, like.
All right, listen, pipe down. How about a tip for Buzz? How about give Buzz a tip to help him through the news, to do it as smoothly and as effortlessly as you did yesterday?
Yeah, right.
But that would be the way that Dennis did it, smoothly. Is
that what I said?
Well, but it's an appropriate word for the way he did the news yesterday.
Smoothly, I mean.
Smoothly. No, it was a little jumpy, but Buzz.
Yes.
Just be yourself.
Be myself.
Yes.
Just like you were, Dennis.
No, you're a good orator. I'm a bad orator.
Buzz, what is your lead story tonight?
Seinfeld's inside joke is out.
Ooh.
Jerry Seinfeld in the news.
And Dennis Murphy is out. See you later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Dennis.
Who is this man, Dennis Murphy? Who are these people? All right, what about Jerry Seinfeld, Buzz?
Well, it may seem mild by the standards enjoyed by this program, but it is sort of controversial, and there is some embarrassment about this. Swing magazine.
Controversy?
Swing has stirred up trouble with a photograph in its April issue. This photograph is a close-up of the menu board from the diner, the restaurant, where Jerry Seinfeld and his friends hang out on the show. It's a set.
The fake restaurant.
Yeah, the fake restaurant. Right. They have a menu board up there, and if you walk up to the menu board, as a photographer from Swing Magazine did and took a picture, you'll see items on the menu like grilled burger on lice, double chili blank with a B burger. I don't know. From the number of letters, it could be a couple of different words. Double chili B blank burger. And also 2 large fresh homos. Also,
like BS burger?
Actually, there are...
Double chili BS burger?
There are 4 letters after that, so it could be...
I'd like the giant homo burger, please.
Homo burger for Dr. Homo, please.
2 large fresh homos listed. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Listed on their
this
menu.
homo is stale.
Gay groups want the sign removed now that they've seen it.
So
close.
It does say homo on the board?
On the board,
But
yes.
is it something that you would never notice watching the show?
This is what you'll have to go back over the tapes to find out. Nobody knows. I mean, nobody had an answer for that. Has the menu board ever been actually seen on the show?
On Star Trek, The Next Generation, a lot of times when they would sit at con, and they would look at stuff, crawl up on the screen, information, it would be like goofy stories about them. It would be nonsensical stories, and they had one about how stupid Star Trek fans are, and no one ever bothered to read. That was also in a magazine, but now they never had 2 fresh homos.
No, they didn't have that.
2 fresh homos in the diner.
Gay groups want the sign removed, and here's your grain of truth to the story. NBC has no comment.
Oh.
And you know NBC executives, in fact, we've had stories about NBC executives visiting the set. So.
I'd like a salty pickle, please.
You know, a lot of me thinks, though, maybe it's because I'm in that scam mode, that, this is great spin for the show. This is great PR.
Now you have to watch every rerun to see if you can read that sign.
Oh, and I bet it's true. I bet lots of shows goof around like that.
Yeah, I think so. And like I said, the suits have seen it, so it's probably there.
Wonder how Warren Littlefield felt about it.
Ellen DeGeneres finished...
Mr. Littlefield?
Is finishing.
Dr. Homo, we'll see you now.
Oh, thank God!
I just had the Fox executive in. Drop your pants, please, Mr. Littlefield.
But Dr. Homo, I simply have a ringing in my ears.
Drop your trousers. I'm Dr. Homo.
Ellen DeGeneres today is finishing...
Where's my thermometer?
Ellen is finishing the shooting on what...
next to my cigar.
She believes will be her last episode today.
I'm a lesbian.
Oh, listen, tomorrow on the show, we're going to have Matt Roush from TV Guide, and we are going to debate with him if Ellen is too lesbo.
Excellent.
For television.
Good topic. By the way, have you seen the new TV Guide yet?
No.
He gave a review to the Late Line show with
Al Franken?
He didn't like it at all.
Oh, hey, we'll talk about that with him tomorrow, too.
Yeah,
fascinating.
May want to bring that up. But today, Ellen is shooting what she believes will be her last episode. It's a 1-hour special episode set to be shown in May.
I'm gay.
It will feature, among other people, Ted Danson, Woody Harrelson, Jennifer Aniston, and B. Arthur.
Oh, at least there's one hottie in the group.
What's the difference between Beatrice Arthur and an old shoe?
What is it?
You can eat an old shoe if you had to.
Jada Pinkett, Juliana Margulies, Helen Hunt, and Cindy Crawford are all in this.
All with B. Arthur. That's good company.
Yeah, well, a lot of pretty ladies there. According to a Disney spokesman, I said Ellen is taking this as if it was her last show, and that's probably not a bad guess since the ratings drop off about 30% after Drew Carey when she comes on. But a Disney spokesman says it's not a finale until the show's been canceled, so back at the home office, they're pretending it isn't over.
No, that's the kiss of death when they say it's not a finale until it's been canceled. That means it's canceled.
Yeah, we don't trust Germany. We don't trust Disney.
In the meantime, WSYX-TV in Columbus, Ohio, that's market number 34.
WSYX, everybody. Al Nino with you.
Says it won't carry any more episodes of Ellen. Quoting the general manager, we have a problem with the content. And they're going to be showing Seinfeld repeats in that spot instead, even though that show came from a competing network.
Well, does he know about the two fresh homos? Hold on, Buzz. More news and comment is coming right up.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
Recently, there's been a lot of news about prostate health. If you're a man over 40, don't take chances. Take Propalmix, a unique combination of natural ingredients with scientifically standardized saw palmetto, the clinically proven herb that promotes good prostate health and helps you function naturally. If you're over 40, don't take chances.
Of the Iron Man, me Jesus. Sounded like Nicole Brown Simpson on one of those 911 tapes, me Jesus. As I mentioned, I Mr. Marg. I went phone number. Let him go. Maybe he'll have a lung collapse. Go on ahead. Look it up, fella.
Imus in the morning.
You name the Texaco Express loop, I'll show you real pros.
Mario Andretti knows where to go when his car needs an oil change. At Texaco Express Lube, he gets a complete, thorough, professional oil change and service, featuring Haviland Formula 3 motor oil, Mario's choice on and off the track. When it comes to changing your oil,
these guys are good.
Texaco Express Lube. Add more life to your car. Take it to the star.
Visit Express Lube on 123 Bypass in Seneca and Kenneth Street, Walhalla.
For CNN News on the Hour, it's 98.1 The Peak. WPEK. News, talk, and sports on FM. This is the Don and Mike Show.
Now, back to the Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
Listen, Mama, he was naked and aroused.
Strip Trivia is returning. It's a St. Patrick's Day edition of Strip Trivia, Tuesday, March 17th. Listen to the Don and Mike Show as the lads and lassies come into the studio and the green garments hit the floor. Get your shamrocks off. St. Patrick's Day Strip Trivia, only on the Don and Mike Show.
Listen, Mama, he was naked and aroused.
Making memories for 4 hours a day. The Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, baby. We will start the auditions for Strip Trivia.
Listen, Mama, he was naked and aroused.
In a couple of days. Next week on St. Patrick's Day, we'll do Strip Trivia.
Yeah, everybody's going to be wearing green, and then it's going to come off.
And now with more news and comment, here is the sexually clumsy Buzz Burbank.
With more gay news.
He's very awkward.
Church leaders in Jamaica.
Gays in the news.
News.
Yeah, church leaders.
Gay news.
Church leaders in Jamaica are
Gay News Network.
Are angry about a planned concert there by the Village People. Gay sex is illegal in Jamaica, and it's a hot topic in that country these days because they rely on a lot on tourism, and they, like us, heard the story about the gay cruise ship being turned away from the Cayman Islands.
Mm-hmm. I heard that yesterday on Dennis Murphy News and Comment.
Really?
Yes, I heard a story about how they booed a gay cruise ship.
Yeah, I translated.
Oh, thank you. Now, apparently, the Jamaican people have a problem with the Village People doing a concert in their country, and a church leader there calls it an insult to Jamaicans.
Well, now, here's a very queer thing.
Yeah, man, YMCA.
The guy who's promoting the concert says the Village People never said they were gay.
You're making me homophobic.
He said the Village People just capitalize on their popularity in the gay community.
I'm traveling with the band. I'm Dr. Homo.
Dr. Homo, personal physician to the band, the Village People. You wear your doctor's outfit.
All right, now, Indian Chief, pull down your pants. Policeman, pull down your pants.
Construction worker,
Down to the trousers.
An actors' strike is threatening Hollywood. We haven't had one of these in about 18 years. The Screen Actors Guild.
What do they have to be striking about, Buzz?
Well, the Screen Actors Guild, of which you guys are members, is hunkering down for a long strike. It could hurt not only Hollywood management, but the actors themselves. The last big strike in Hollywood was 10 years ago when the writers walked out. You may remember the effect that had on TV shows. It devastated, actually, TV and movie production, and that could happen again with an actors' strike. A lot of the movies that are in production right now are being rushed to completion, so they'll be finished before the strike
I'd like to make a statement, Buzz, that Don and I will not be making any major motion pictures if they go out on strike. We will honor that strike.
We're here. We are queer. We are not making movies.
There you go. It could mean a lot of reruns on TV next fall, by the way. And Susan Lucci today was nominated for the 18th time for a Daytime Emmy Award.
La loser.
Erica Kane from All My Children.
La Lucci.
Her soap opera, by the way, got 17 nominations, but The Young and the Restless got 18. Now, this year in the game show category, it's Bob Barker versus Trebek and Sajak.
William
Jerry Springer, with the most viewers, got snubbed. No nominations for him, even though Oprah got nominated for the 5th year in a row.
Where's the respect for Jerry Springer?
He'll never get it, Don, but he will always give. He will give until it hurts.
Those awards will be handed out on May 15th.
Oh, and at this point, let's take a break for our network. We'll be back tomorrow with an all-new episode on the network. Goodbye on the network.
So long.
Don't call and say the station cut us off, because this is where we have to stop to play the commercials. Okay?
Good night.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
Now there's a restaurant for Southern cuisine in Anderson.
Butterbeans, we call our food Southern cuisine rather than country cooking, because it's not country. We season our vegetables Southern style.
That's Dale Bice, owner of Butterbeans in Anderson. Dale, do you have some special Southern recipes?
Recipes like Grandmother used to make. Grandmother was Butterbean. That was her nickname, and that's where the name of the restaurant came from.
Do you have any daily specials?
Changes every day, yes, and you can call our menu line and find out what the specials are for the day.
We've heard you have a great breakfast menu, and there's something special about your French toast.
We use croissants for the bread, and my own special recipe. It's got a little something extra in it that you'll have to try to figure out what it is.
When can folks stop by at Butterbeans?
Butterbeans is open Monday through Friday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, beginning at 6:30 in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. And then on Sunday, we serve lunch from 11 to 2.
Butterbeans. Call their menu line at 261-3097 and then come in hungry. Butterbeans, 206 Concord Road, Anderson.
For Don and Mike in the afternoon, it's 98.1 The Peak, WPEK, News, Talk, and Sports on FM.
It's time you accepted the challenge of the Gauntlet at Laurel Valley. The Gauntlet is one of the most picturesque and rigorous courses in South Carolina, offering beautiful Blue Ridge Mountain scenery. The Gauntlet is not far from Greenville, but it gives you an opportunity to escape the hustle and bustle of the city for the quiet, serene atmosphere of the country club. The championship tees of the Gauntlet offer 6,713 yards of magnificent PB Dye design golf. The challenge and the excitement of the Gauntlet are good reasons to try it out, but aggressive rates are also another reason. For an elegant affair or a company outing, have the Gauntlet be your host and let the most hospitable staff found anywhere cater to your every need. Accept the challenge of the Gauntlet at Laurel Valley, located at 253 Chinkapin Road in Tigerville. Take Highway 25 to Highway 414 and follow the signs to the greatest challenge you can imagine.
For tee times, call 895-675. In today's highly competitive business world, your computer has to be dependable. Every computer user's needs are different, and can be one of the most important decisions you'll make for your company. Don't leave it to guesswork. Call Robus Micro Solutions today. Robus specializes in servicing small and medium-sized companies, or even if you work out of your home. Their full-service support and consulting company can provide solutions to all of your computer needs. Robus can provide full network integration under Windows NT and back office, and full training in Microsoft products, Peachtree Complete Accounting, Quicken, and QuickBooks. All systems sold and installed are warranted and meet the year 2000 compliance. You'll feel confident knowing that you have the newest state-of-the-art technology that will help you keep up with today's competition. And Robus is always there to help you with your computer questions and provides excellent customer service. Call Robus Micro Solutions today for your free initial consultation at 627-4233. That's Robus Micro Solutions in Greenville, building roads to the future together. 627-4233. As a small business owner, do you dread the thought of payroll and taxes? If your answer is yes, then call Corporate Staffing at 888-329-8300. Corporate Staffing offers you the payroll services that will turn your time into money. At Corporate Staffing, they can prepare your payroll, quarterly reports, W-2s, and tax deposits. Your records will be kept in confidence and delivered directly to you. If you want to turn your time into money, let Corporate Staffing take over your payroll today. Call Corporate Staffing at 888-329-8300.
You drive your car, you paid for your car, you need your car. But if the unexpected happens, why let somebody else choose who repairs your car? Is your insurance company steering you toward a repair shop for the quality or for the discounts given to the insurance company? Go ahead, ask them. Autograph Color and Collision doesn't offer discounts to any insurance company. Instead, we offer you the highest quality parts and labor available. There are some insurance companies that do have high standards and look out for their customers. However, other companies may not have your best interest in mind, and that can mean shortcuts. Autograph is recognized by all major insurance companies for its quality and for their stringent repair requirements. Their technicians are factory trained and iCar certified. They offer lifetime warranty on all repair work. Who's driving your car anyway, you or the insurance company? Autograph Color and Collision, 563 Woodruff Road, 1 mile off the Motor Mile, or call 297-4068. Because when the worst happens, you want the best. Get the best from the best at Autograph.
You're coughing and sneezing. You're feeling half dead. You can hardly wait to crawl into bed. But first you have a decision.
Is risky business. Now meet real-life adventurers obsessed with the search for priceless art in the world premiere miniseries, Seekers of the Lost Treasure, on the Discovery Channel. From an heir to the Rockefeller fortune, lost among Stone Age tribes, to a circus strongman who plundered the tombs of the pharaohs.